Can she get another victory in 2026 today? Well, let's get Eva Chaumet-Lagrange. She's impressed us at times this season, Chaumet-Lagrange. And here are the first all-important turns out of the start hop mark, and then after this, you're straight up to Star Wars speed, aren't you?
Yeah, straight out of that start gate, you can see those deep ruts that she has to contend with. This is probably the easiest part of the track, across the piste, carrying speed, and it will also dry the fastest. It's when you get into the trees that the sunshine can't get on it, and it'll be this more of the same, in deep ruts, picking your clean points.
It looks a lot drier across there already, doesn't it? And then this is it now, we're into the shade. Let's see what it looks like.
She hung up a little bit short on that double into that left-hander. Now it gets steep, approaching this huge road drop.
Yeah, oh, big head nodder over the road gap there from Chaumet-Lagrange, but holds on to it. No fewer than a trio of 9th places at round 4, 5 and 6 so far this season, so really progressing well, and she's impressed us, Chaumet-Lagrange, each time we've seen her.
You can see that she's just funneling into the rut, Rick, you just got to keep your head up, keep looking to the exit of the turn.
It does look claggy through there, doesn't it?
Yeah, you hope that you just don't snag a root or snag your wheel on the edge of the rut.
Chaumet-Lagrange, 39 seconds to split 1. So this will be our benchmark time of the day. Obviously, first rider on course, and oh, Mark, it's really dappled through there as well. So it'll be dry in some spots, wet in others.
You can see how much it's dug in. There's 2 lines there where she's approaching that road crossing. And they've both just like cupped out. And there's no rest, there's no smooth patch to ride on. You're just in the train track following the rut.
And we saw big differences between even the elite level Q1 and Q2 times yesterday, didn't we, as the track started to change and go back and forth one way and the other.
Yeah, massive difference between Q1 because the rain had stopped. It's starting to dry out, and it's just packing up and sticking together. It's really hard, and also ultimately massively physical for the riders to have to go back up there and have another shot out of it in Q2.
And this is where things start to get steeper, isn't it, as we come off the side of the lake. And Chaumet-Lagrange, European Continental Champ, she was second there in Vitosha before this race, so definitely building in confidence.
So they drop back into this bike park section here, Rick. This is like a small double that's quite difficult to clear. She gets over it nicely. Now we're back onto natural trail, drops into a steep right-hander, steep left. This left is critical. The rut is very narrow on the exit. So 2 lines funnel to 1, and then 3 jumps and a long straight into this route section here.
Rider really nicely, Chaumet-Lagrange through there, carrying speed nicely with the French national champ's sleeve on.
Yeah, she seems to be in a good rhythm, doubling up and skipping across the holes, trying to stay away from the nasty sections and just keep your feet in your pedals and just keep momentum. Consistency and momentum will give you a good average time.
And that's a good point to make as well, isn't it? That when conditions are like this, it's very easy to unclip, dab a foot, and then that just fills the mechanism on the bottom of the shoe with mud. That's quite hard to get clipped back into these pedals again.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to bang the sole of your shoe on the pedal to get the mud out of there so you can clip back in. But also, when you get out of shape, you have to use more energy. You want to try and conserve energy, be as efficient as you can.
Listen to this from here on down. So many of the crowd heading towards this part of the track. Look at it already for the first junior women.
Do you see there, Rick? You see the clean line where majority of riders have...
Chaumet-Lagrange manages to stay in contact with the bike, but just bucked off there over that route. And Mark, that looks like an absolute mess through there. Look at the roots coming through the mud.
Yeah, see, what you can't see is she's jumped over a little creek, but she's got out of shape before she needs to load and pop over that little creek. It looks like nothing on our screens, but it's actually a decent-sized gap.
Well, next up, Rafaela Raue from Ecuador, no less. As Mark Beaumont scrambles for his little black book to find another Ecuadorian downhiller.
I think he might have yeah.
Rafaela Raue approaches the same section of track that is just done for Eva Chaumet-Lagrange.
So she's approaching this section where that creek is, where rider nice and clean across there. She actually loaded and hopped across that nice. Steep and right here. There's so many roots come out in here. They're sort of like 10 inches each one, with massive holes. It's so hard to like maintain your speed and carry momentum.
Well, we should give this young woman credit as well. Raced 2 UCI Downhill World Cups this year, her first season. Didn't qualify for finals at either of them. First time in finals, and here we go into this famous section. Heads over the rider's left. That looked like it worked to me, Mark.
Yeah, up on the high line. So the main line is down on the right. And it's huge ruts. We saw some big crashes in the elite men there, where the wheel gets hung up in the deep mud. So opt in for the high line. It's a lesser travelled line, and it worked out for her.
It did work well for her, and that wouldn't have gone unnoticed at the bottom as well. Look at that. Oh, look at that rut.
And you see how much load she put into that rut. I bet she felt that.
Yeah, Rafaela, Roldan Raue, having a good go at this one. Well, she might. And here's the final jump line then. Our first look at that today. Case is the first one. Now, you can go round that second one, but really, they're an awkward set of jumps, these, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the third one was difficult in the wet. They were really having to pull to get over that one and carry the speed into the final tabletop before this huge wall ride that's iconic and been here for a few years.
Well, on downhill day today, our first rider across the line goes into the hot seat. Rafaela Roldan Raue from Ecuador makes it through her first UCI Downhill World Cup finals run. Next up, one of the riders that has got a lot of people talking at the minute is Tilly Bodil, the Australian national champion, and nearly straight over the top of the first berm, Mark.
Yes, straight away she got cross-rutted and her front wheel was high on the berm. She's lucky that it didn't push over the top.
Bodil's down. Oh, and she's in a mess trying to get the bike turned round. How did it happen, Mark?
So she's all set up, turns in, and it looks like she catches the rut on the inside, and there's no, you don't get any second chances now. It's too slippery. Folds the front wheel and down.
Bodil, teammates of Valentina Hole. We'll see her later on today in the elite women's race. Gianna Nef, the Swiss rider, leaves the star hut now.
You know, like days like this today, though, it's unpredictable. You will make mistakes. You might find that you could have a crash. We saw yesterday, have a crash and still place a competitive time.
Gianna Nef nearly 0.6 of a second faster than the Ecuadorian in the hot seat at the minute. Nef having a great little season, never finished outside the top 6, and again goes all the way over to the rider's left, Mark.
Yeah, again, she pulls out of the rut, really tidy, gets up, carries her speed, keeps feet on the pedals, and then nails the next right-hand corner. Huge over the creek
pull
jump.
There from Nef. Not scared at all. 0.8 of a second into the lead of the race now. Really nicely picked her way down there without that big compression into the rut as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Rick, she opts for the outside and it didn't seem to like square into it so hard, so it wasn't such a compression.
Needs to be really, really clean over this final jump line. Gianna Nef, what a generation of junior women's downhill racers we have now. The sport growing and growing and growing.
Just mega over that last table, got backside really nicely, carries the speed.
Gianna Nef crosses the line and goes fastest in Ligier by over half a second. Great start to her afternoon. As next up, they're coming thick and fast now. We have Zana Lugar for Frameworks Racing TRP. Frameworks Racing, a lot of fans outside their pit all weekend long. 2.7 seconds faster, drops to 7:10. So Lugar has made a mistake somewhere, but she's out in the open now and just needs to nail this final jump line.
Oh, same again. You see that bike loads and then kicks them out. Like they get a bit squirrely coming out because there's so much speed, so much energy hitting that left-hand rut.
And your hands and legs, everything burning from that wood section and just staying upright, and then all of a sudden you're being shot out of a cannon.
I heard a few riders say that it was physically one of the hardest race runs they've ever done yesterday. So it'll be no different today.
Well believe it. 0.7 of a second, light green currently for Zana Lugar. Is she about to go into the hot seat now? Crosses the line. Oh, misses out by just 1/10 of a second. Lugar nearly had that one, but live to fight another day. Next up, Tate Pruill-Roy, the Canadian national champion.
See, that's the first time we've seen somebody on the lower line just threading the needle through that rut, trying not to catch an edge on the front wheel.
Well, she looks like she's... The kit looks clean still, but 4.1 seconds back on the polygon turns into 6.5 seconds. Nowhere near as high off that road gap as we've seen as she now enters the final section. Pruill-Roy. Oh, big pull across that last one, to be fair.
Oh, the speeds on the first practice day into that jumper.
And is this
unbelievable?
Is this a difficult factor in that you've been traveling at, I'm not going to say a slow speed because downhill's not slow, but certainly a more technical, you're picking your way through stuff in the woods, and then all of a sudden the speed differential's massive, isn't it? Can that be tricky to manage?
Absolutely, yeah. Of course, it can be tricky, and also, you know, as a rule of of thumb, you might run tyre pressure a little bit softer, suspension a fraction softer, because you want the grip. But then when you come out on these high-speed sections, you need that hold-up in the suspension. You need the stiffness to help the bike carry speed, to help you not blow through your travel.
Next up, Indy Devo.
Oh, great technique through that. When he says she lowered a body in the middle of the turn.
She was faster at the first split, Devo, but now back to 6.6. So there's been a mistake somewhere from a young rider that's really, really impressed us all season long. New Zealand national champ sleeve, never an easy national champ sleeve to acquire that one either. So Devo into the jumps. We know really, really comfortable. She pulled that massive triple in Palau and Sal Andorra earlier this season. Certainly not scared of a bit of airtime. And she swings right around that big wall ride, down across the line. Devo goes 6.4 seconds back. Not her day today. Next up, free to go, and it's Rosa Marie Jensen of Specialized Gravity. Young Danish rider.
An aggressive start through this first couple of ruts for the switchbacks. It looks really good.
And we know that technically she is one of the best in the world today. Might just be one for her. 1.6 seconds faster at the first split for Rosa Marie Jensen. Just dabs a foot here and there today, but Mark, today, that's not going to be a problem.
Oh, perfection will be very hard to come by today, so sometimes you've just got to roll with it, make the best of it. You'll be paddling, you'll be dabbing a foot to try and push your foot so hard just to keep you upright. You almost like, you graft your way down the hill sometimes here. You just have to make the best of it and just keep going the best you can.
Yeah, a trio of third places to this young woman's name so far this season. The last one at the last round, Palau and Sal Andorra. So she is in a bit of form at the minute, Rosa Marie Jensen.
This is one of the rare spots where you could sort of shake your hands out, have a little bit of a rest, get a deep breath, and then dive back into this steep and this really harsh left-hander.
2 to go after her, Cassandre Peizerat, Aletha Ostgaard away at the top. But it's interesting you say that, like, it's one of the only pieces of the track round by the lake. She's 5 seconds faster here, Rosa Marie Jensen. It's not that, you know, you have a chance to do nothing and you're not doing nothing. You're shaking the hands out, you're letting your back relax a little bit, taking the weight off your legs.
Yeah, exactly that. You're trying to just spin your legs over, try and get a little bit more of a feeling with it to stop your legs burning. And then you just kind of have a quick reset and then back into the bulk of this technical track.
Rosa Marie Jensen having a really good go at this one. 5 seconds faster at the second split.
This off this shelf here is so steep where they drop in, and you'll see some people gap that as a step down. It's blown to bits. The ruts are so deep up there. It's literally like you can't believe how fast they're going.
Gianna Nef currently has the hot seat, young Swiss rider, ahead of Zana Logar and Tilly Bodel. First, second and third at the minute, but Rosa Marie Jensen on course now and in the lead by 7.8 seconds.
Yeah, she's building a lead as she goes. Really consistent, nice and tidy through that rut. Keeps her feet in the pedals with great technique.
Rut riding, it's a dark art, isn't it? Dropping your bike into that slot and just...
Like, she goes across there so easily, like over that little creek jump.
Keeping it moving.
Feet up again. She's in complete control. She's not getting flustered. She's not getting out of shape. It's great.
Rosa Marie Jensen down through the first of the steep wood section. Has to take a big dab there and it all goes wrong for her, but she does have a big lead. Can she just press reset now, Mark? This is going to be crucial, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you need to forget your mistakes, because as I say, they're going to happen. You just got to forget about your mistakes and just keep going, keep persevering, and keep that grit and determination.
Looked really fast on the exit of the really, really steep corners that were so famous last season. Absolutely created carnage through there all race long. Still 7.2 seconds. So what would it have been without that crash?
Yeah, she surely lost a second, 2 seconds perhaps in that little bubble that she had.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe tough calling it a crash, but certainly lost a bit of control, slowed a bit. We know Rosa Marie Jensen, fantastic through bike park features like these jumps and berms, so she will try and get that extended back out again, that 7.2 seconds.
She hits all of those transitions perfectly, carries great speed, digging in now on the pedals, absolutely burning legs all the way to the line.
Has to push through the final turn. Rosa Marie Jensen goes fastest in the DHI by 7 seconds. Is that going to be enough today to take her first win of the season?
You take her body language there, she looked like she was really pleased with that run.
There you go, though, and Just took a beat, didn't she, to get her foot back on the pedal, but crucially stayed upright. Rosa Marie Jensen enjoyed that one. Next up, 2 to go, and it's Cassandre Peizerat, newly signed for Commencal Muck-Off by Riding Addiction. Really highly rated young rider in France. She's the fastest French woman through qualifying yesterday. 0.6 of a second. Listen to the crowd as they see the famous Commencal colours, the black and the white.
You see how chopped out it is there. The bike's just constantly moving underneath it.
Yeah, really difficult conditions. If you're just joining us, it absolutely soaked. Torrential downpours this track yesterday, and now the sun's out this morning and it's drying in patches. It's still choppy and claggy in others. It's a real test here on one of downhill's big days, and Cassandre Peizerat rounds the lake at around about the halfway point of the course, and things get a lot steeper from here on in as we await her second split time to give us an idea of how well this is going. 3.4 seconds faster than Rosa Marie Jensen to this point. She had a really good second sector there.
Yeah, it was awesome, isn't it? She's really building a great run over that double there off the bike park section, back into this technical right and left, and there's 3 jumps coming up. Carry the Speed is one of the longest straights that they have in this lower section. Oh, she hops across that. There's a really nasty hole there that upsets you. You skip across the hole, you get on top of the roots. If you go into the hole, then you bounce onto the roots and you have far less control.
What a Coupe de France earlier on this season. 3rd in La Tuile. One of the steepest, most technical tracks on the circuit, so won't be faced by that Peizerat.
Just a little bobble there. She has to grab on. She gets stood up against the rut. There's a really deep rut there in that right-hander. They're managing to carry Speed over that. That jump's quite big, the one that she just pulled over. It takes quite a lot of effort to get on the pedals to clear that jump there.
She's lost a little bit of time. It's down to 2.8 seconds now. Aletha Ostgaard, last rider to run, waits at the top, but Peizerat looked fast through there to me, Mark.
Yeah, the bike looks really neutral, doesn't it? It's doing what she wants underneath it. It skips across that little creek jump there. We saw earlier rider have problems.
You know as well, if a bike looks like it's working in these type of mixed conditions, then they have it really dialed in. And this team, Commencal Muck-Off by Riding Addiction, one of the absolute masters at getting these bikes where they want them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You need the bike to work with you today. It's not a day for you to ride and try and wrestle it and manhandle it. You need it to come to you.
Just absolutely ticks that off perfectly. Peizerat on a run here.
That left-hander into this first creek jump is absolutely key. You carry that Speed all the way.
7.7 seconds faster at the 4th split.
All the way into this motorway section, right along to the wall ride. So you need to nail that left out of those steep switchbacks.
Huge lead now for Peizerat. She heads into the final jump line. Then it's just a big wall ride. Oh, clips there mid-air.
Yeah, did she just slip a pedal on the takeoff?
I think she might have done.
So lucky to ride that out.
She shakes her head almost, so it has a little look down. I wonder if there's an issue somewhere with the bike, but Peizerat is seeing her lead evaporate here. Can she hold on and go into the hot seat? Peizerat crosses the line and goes 5.7 seconds faster into the hot seat with only 1 rider to go, but crucially, that lead was a lot more before that little bobble at the start of the jump line.
Yeah, you don't want a spike in an already maxed heart rate on that straight.
No, you do not, do you? But talk to us about that run, Mark. She did so well throughout the length of it.
She looked so composed. There was no real... That's the only real mistake we see where she... I think it's okay as she takes off, and then she must just be moved away and it just slips out.
Styled it out. Max Commencal's down there. He appreciates that. That's always a good sign for a young rider. Max Commencal's down there smiling at the bottom of the run. Last up, though, Aletha Ostgaard, fastest in qualifying yesterday, takes to the track here in Ligier.
Super aggressive through their first 2 turns, squashes the step down now onto the piste. You'll notice on the piste they work really hard and try and... Well, she's actually pedalling. So
yeah, she's got a load of pedal strokes in there.
I was going to say she pumped and used the ground to carry Speed. Aletha I've ruined it.
1.1 seconds back as Ostgaard heads down into the woods. But yeah, really short little cranks in the downhill bikes nowadays, so you can get pedal strokes in places you wouldn't have thought. The US national champion Ostgaard has really been the class of this field so far this season. But Mark, let's see what she gets at the second split here in Leger. She's won the last 4 races. She entered 2 World Cups, a Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series, a Crankworx World Tour. So Ostgaard really in some form at the minute. Ostgaard, we wait for her by the lake. This is looking good to our eyes.
She's tucking down past the pond, tucked down behind the bars just to try and carry a little bit more momentum across there.
Ostgaard down into the woods now, and this is where the guts of this Leger track can really bite you.
So into this bike park berm, got to carry momentum out, skip over this double that's actually bigger than it looks, and drop into this right and left. The gnarly little rut on the exit of this left-hander, straight into that step down, and then 2 more jumps following that.
Aletha Ostgaard, 1.3 seconds faster. Back end wanted nothing to do with that. Ostgaard does well to get away with a puff of dust there, so the track is dry in places.
It doesn't seem to phase her. She's still giving it full attack.
Yeah, her team manager, mentor, Fabian Burrell, waiting at the bottom.
A little mistake there. She overcommitted into that left-hander. You have to like hop over a bigger route. You see she had to just drop her leg and grab a bit of brake check and get herself back in line.
Fractional stuff here, but that is what is going to decide things today. Burrell got his UCI, second UCI World Champs here.
Hard on the pedals into that jump. You have to really work to get over that nice and smooth and make the transition.
Ostgaard looking good, hits another split, 3.2 seconds now in the lead.
Yeah, she's worked hard between split 2 and 3 to make that extra time. Just over 1.5 seconds gained.
Never out of the top 3 this season. Ostgaard going for her 4th win of the year. She can get this done, but there's a lot of Leger left ahead of her.
You see the bike moving around, constantly fighting it, constantly making adjustments on the pedals to balance the bike and keep carrying the momentum.
Yeah, the RockShox flight attendant suspension system toggling through its modes faster than ever, trying to keep Aletha Ostgaard upright and moving forward.
Opting for the lower line, just slotting in the rut and letting it take you all the way down into that right-hander. Now approaching this key left, we've got to carry momentum. Huge straight all the way along to the jumps and then into the wall ride.
Gabe Fox, Fabian Burrell watching on at the bottom. Burrell knows what it's like to win here, as he about to see. Aletha Ostgaard, 3.4 seconds, 47.4 kilometers an hour on the speed trap as she heads down towards the finish pole here in Leger.
She's got to just get on the pedals, carry the momentum into these first jumps.
Nicely done over the first one. Aletha Ostgaard sets herself up nicely for the rest of them.
That's the tricky one, the third one there, and then the tabletop. They're the hardest 2 to clear.
Ostgaard heads towards the wall ride. Last rider on course. Is it going to be the win for Aletha Ostgaard today? She takes her 4th UCI Downhill World Cup of the season. 6.4 seconds faster than Cassandre Peizerat, who'll take 2nd place. Rosa Marie Jensen has another 3rd place to her name. Fabian Burrell reporting back into the team at the top. But Aletha Ostgaard, your winner today in the UCI Downhill World Cup for junior women. Career win number 8 for Ostgaard. She made that look easy at times, Mark. Tidy, and when she did make the mistake, she didn't panic either.
No, absolutely. What a run. She didn't look flustered. She didn't look like she was overriding at all. Just a measured performance, and did exactly what she needed to do and just kept chipping away and building the time. And
you said yourself, perfection is going to be borderline unattainable today. You just hit with Fabian saying no mistakes.
I saw a couple foot out, right?
It's like 3 times.
Yeah.
But like, didn't lose much speed.
Yeah.
When I jump one,
see, that's cool. And she knows exactly. She's like, I dabbed my foot 3 times. Yeah. So she knows, she's completely in control, knows exactly what she's done.
Who does that remind you of, though? That man stood to her left.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, yeah, got hung up there massively, Ostgaard. Just out of our shot.
You see how she picked the front up just to protect herself. She did really well to hang on to that.
Oh, and then got slightly bucked off there as well. So Ostgaard, it wasn't uneventful then. I was just saying how she made that look really, just maybe even just checked that herself, did she? Just slip the back end out.
I don't know, it didn't seem to phase her at all, did it?
Didn't slow her down, did it?
No,
Big puff
absolutely
of dust as well there, which I mean, if you told us we'd see dust yesterday. Just wondering as well if there's a little tear in the trousers as well somewhere. So not an uneventful win for Aletha Ostgaard, but another one in 2026. She is the real deal, Mark, isn't she, in terms of heading up into elites?
Yeah, absolutely. She's winning by convincing margins. She's clearly like mature enough to sort of just execute her run. So in tune with what's going on, what little mistakes she made. She'll know what little improvements she can make today.
I tell you what, that finish area as well, really, really starting to fill up now from that last shot. As you can see, people milling around, getting their spots ready for the elite races coming up this afternoon. Ostgaard takes the win by 6.4 seconds from Cassandre Peizerat. Rosa Marie Jensen 12.2 back in third, and it was Nef, not a good result for her. Logar, Bodel, Roldan, Devo, Pruel Roy, and Chaumet Lagrange 44 seconds, covering the top 10 in the end in the junior women's race.